Hey everybody! Not even on my chair. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today with 4 thoughts if you're unsure whether you even want to do this after drama school. I've spoken to loads of friends of mine that have just finished drama school. Life after drama school is just a weird one in general, regardless of whether you go straight into a job or not. Usually, you've been in education institutions your entire life, and now you're just like, huh? Here's 4 thoughts that I think people should hear if they are unsure whether they're even on the right path. Number 1, yes, it's valid to be unsure, and no, you're not alone. There's not even much else to say to that. I think having spoken to people that went straight into work and having spoken to people that are still auditioning for loads of different shows, everyone's just in a new phase of life, and I think also the reality of the job, or like the reality of doing 8 times a week, for example, is just a very intense one, and it is also like one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel. Because throughout drama school, everyone tells you this is what you have to achieve, this is the goal, do it 8 times a week. And I think it's got so many great things to it. But with that being said, it's also got like, it's work. And sometimes I think because society never quite believes that we are actually working, you maybe start to believe that our job should be easier than it is. Keep talking to the people around you. You will figure out in a heartbeat that you are not alone. And it is so valid to just be unsure of whether you're on the right path, because everyone has that in every profession across the board. Thought number 2 I want to share is look at the whole CV. So that's a bit random, but what I'm basically saying with this is we've got people that we admire, we learn about people with incredible careers, and then the name dropping starts. Someone says, yeah, that person was Elphaba in Wicked, and then she was Christine in Phantom, and like 5 other like major credits. But if you break it down, if a career is like 20 years, and they've got like 5 big shows under their belt, you still have to think, oh, what happened with the other 15 years of their career? I think careers are never really linear. And, you know, if you look at all the time in between, they sometimes probably did some smaller projects. They were just like really struggling to find work as well for a couple of months and had to find joy in other things. It's easy to say at the end of 20 years, if you had a successful career, it very easily looks like, oh, it was all smooth. But in reality, you have to think of that random odd Wednesday when the previous show was just finished a month ago and there's no auditions coming in, the person's been out of work for over a month and struggling with their mental health or whatever. Like, this is reality, and I think everyone had that, and even the most successful people had phases where they were like, was that it? So yeah, just bear that in mind and look at the whole CV, not just at 5 major credits, because maybe it takes off some pressure for you. Number 3, create a social network that keeps you going in the long run. Obviously, I've just graduated from drama school recently, so it's not like I've got major like long run experience. But what I feel like can be quite tricky is getting too attached to a certain cast. You want to be sure that you have your, 5 people that you can discuss the struggle of auditioning with, that you can discuss mental health struggles with, that you don't have to like impress as if it was an Instagram feed. Every contract will end at some point. So create a social network that supports you and that you can rely on, and that you feel comfortable discussing failure with, and that you can then share all the joy and successes and accomplishments with. And number 4, and as per usual, I think that's probably the most important one for me, learn how to love yourself detached from big names. As performers, we're always taught that we're only ever as good as the production that we're currently part of, which is very untrue, and I think we all know that, but for some reason we all think that everyone believes that. And then also, when you talk about other people, you're like, oh, that's da-da-da-da-da, that's doing da-da-da-da-da. Oh, and that's da-da-da-da-da. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, I think just auditioning. But that's not, second person doesn't have to be worse than the first one. The second person might have done something that is much more fulfilling than the first person's doing. Like, I think it's so much more than just the name of production that you work for. This is really tricky, and I think everyone has to struggle with that. But I think just being aware of the fact that there is love for yourself that you can have regardless of who's currently employing you, I think is very important. Stay independent in that sense. Right, you guys, so that was 4 thoughts I wanted to share with people that are a bit unsure as to whether they even want to do this profession. Last week I have spoken to 3 friends of mine that have graduated from 3 different drama schools in 3 different countries. That's when I realized that this is quite an important topic. And I think the whole industry, but drama schools in particular, are such a crazy bubble that by the time that you leave, it actually takes a while to kind of arrive in the real world where people don't even know that you can go to drama school. That's an actual degree. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good. Keep smiling, hang in there, share your thoughts, address your insecurities, and yeah, keep smiling. You're a valuable part of this community. And yeah, apart from that, keep it up, live it up, and don't forget that in 400 years, no one's gonna give a what you did, so you might as well just have a nice life.